Hey everybody, welcome back. Sorry I look a little crazy and rough. I'm just getting in from work and I was just led to really record a video for you guys and do a post. So yesterday I had my follow-up appointment with my MG specialist, and at my last appointment he told me that since I was doing so good and progressing and we were weaning me off of my medication, that he would like to run the blood test to see if I was in remission. For those of you, and I don't think that I talked about it in my diagnosis video, but I actually am MuSK positive MG, which is the rarest of the rare within the rare autoimmune disease. Go me. So anyway, we did the blood test. I'm basically testing for my MuSK antibodies just to see if they were still active, which would basically, if they were inactive but there was none there, then that would mean it was negative and then I would be in remission. So anywho, I went into my doctor's office and I didn't really get overly excited. I didn't want to pump myself up because I didn't want to be disappointed, but internally I guess I did kind of get excited, or I was just hoping for the best. But unfortunately my test came back positive, that I was still positive for the antibody, so I am not in remission. And I think I really took that news like super hard, as anybody would. But as much as I tried not to get my hopes up, I think I did get my hopes up that, hey, I actually might be cured, or not cured, but over the hump of what is MG. So it really got me down. And of course, I was really upset. I cried, I'll admit it. I'm not ashamed to say I cried. And I just felt kind of overwhelmed, like I'm doing all these things, like trying to be healthy, and what's the point, because my body obviously isn't working with me. But as I've been working on myself and my mental health and just my happiness and my inner peace, one thing that I've really been trying to do is just stay positive no matter what's going on, no matter what the circumstance is, no matter what the situation is. Just really trying to work on myself and not allow that one moment to ruin my whole day. And so I thought I would come on here and just expand upon the tips that I use to kind of stay positive, because here it is the next day and I'm feeling kind of better. I'm able to talk to you about the situation without bursting into tears, even though I'm really still upset. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm a lot more positive today. And so the first thing that I did, or the three things that I did in order to try to just get over it, not get over it, but kind of cope, was just really focus on my perspective. So I know you guys will get tired of me saying it, but perspective, especially when dealing with an invisible illness or chronic illness, is really key. So number one is I look back at how far I've come. I'm coming up on 3 years since I was originally diagnosed. And I can just say that compared to that young lady to who I am now, and just how my MG is behaving, how I'm able to function, it's like night and day. And so, no, I'm not in remission, but I can walk to my room and not feel like I'm going to pass out. I'm not popping 30 pills a day. It's just so much to be thankful for. Like my double vision's gone, my ptosis is gone, hit or miss. There's so many symptoms that I was suffering with every day that I no longer have to suffer with. So that is one thing that, just having that gauge of comparison of where I was to where I am now, like night and day. The second thing I did was just, I've been working on my gratitude, and I'm just thankful that, even at this point in my healing journey, that remission was even brought up or spoken about. I know there are several people who have just had really hard journeys and have really been suffering a lot more than I have. So I'm grateful for, the progress that I have made. I'm grateful for my specialists and the treatment plan that I have, and how that has helped me, move along. So that's just wonderful. And I don't ever want it to be taken for granted what I do have, just the simple abilities that I do have, that I know at any particular moment, crisis, flare up, can be taken away. So I'm just really thankful for that. And then the last thing, which is personally for me, and I don't know if it's going to work for you, but I look at this as kind of a challenge. I'm an overachiever, and to me, this is a gauge. Okay, I've gotten this far and I have an exact number of what my numbers are now and what it's going to take for me to be borderline or negative. And so I'm just going to keep working. I'm going to work harder. I'm going to try new things. I'm going to continually try to make myself the most healthy I can be, and maybe in a year from now we can rerun this test and hopefully my numbers will go down. I mean, there's nothing worse that I can do but try, as long as I'm not making my MG worse, of course. But yeah, so those are just my 3 tips on how I try to stay positive. It's not foolproof, and it has taken me a long time, 3 years, to kind of get here as far as handling these type of setbacks, or when I feel like, you know, a woe was me moment is coming on. I just really try to focus on my perspective, because perspective is key. It's the thing that's going to keep you going when you literally feel like you cannot go anymore. So that's all I have for now. I'm about to go eat dinner because I'm hungry, and maybe I'll record what I'm eating. I'm trying to, you know, eat clean and monitor the things that I'm putting into my body. So maybe the next video might be a cook with me video. Would you guys like that? As always, I look forward to talking to you later. If you want to shoot me a comment below, you know, like, subscribe, all that Jimmy jazz, and I'll see you next time.